Hey all, and thanks for joining us for this paranormal pit stop. Tonight, we'll be exploring an aged lake freighter turned museum ship moored along the waterfront of Lake Superior in Canal Park out of Duluth, Minnesota, that exists as one of the best preserved examples of a classic laker as well as of a straight-decker, deriving her title from the fourth president and chairman of the board at U.S. Steel, who shared the same name and rumored to harbor a range of ghostly activity. Are you prepared to brave the history and hauntings of the SS William A Irvin? Historically, the SS William A Irvin would launch on November 21st of 1937 under the American Shipbuilding Company out of Lorain, Ohio, and her maiden voyage would begin the following year on June 25th of 1938. The Irvin was the first of a four-vessel class and was christened under William Irvin's wife, Gertrude, with the couple honored as the first guests to sail aboard her. This formidable watercraft could carry upwards of 14,000 tons of iron ore, raw and processed, which made up around 90% of her usual yield, alongside the occasional coal and limestone. And on August 27th of 1940, the impressive ship would set a record after unloading 13,856 tons of ore in 2 hours and 55 minutes under Hewlett unloaders, a time which remains unbroken to this very day. The SS William A Irvin would also accommodate company guests in its luxury quarters, and would steam as a flagship for the Pittsburgh Steamship Division of U.S. Steel for the bulk of her career, until 1975 when she was demoted to General Workhorse. The Irvin was retired in 1978, after which she would sit away and lay up in West Duluth for 8 years, until her purchase by the Duluth Entertainment Convention Center, who intended to utilize her as an extension to their waterfront campus. Over time, the old freighter was repainted and resealed, docked near the aerial lift bridge, and in 1986 was opened up to the public. More recently, in September of 2018, the Irvin was moved across the bay to Fraser Shipyards in Superior, Wisconsin for a time for work, and on August 1st of 2019, she was placed in a dry dock for repairs and painting of the portion of her belly normally submerged below water. On October 16th of 2019, the SS William A Irvin was returned to her home behind the Minnesota Slip Bridge. The old vessel remains open into the present, offering museum displays, tours, a gift shop, and even an annual haunted ship attraction held in October. Chillingly, October isn't the only month prone to ghastly scares, however, and as local legend tells it, this aged steamer plays host to a number of very real restless spirits, with those frequenting her bounds reporting disembodied voices and footsteps heard from empty spaces, objects sighted moving on their own or even floating across rooms, and doors that open and close and sometimes even slam violently shut on their own, sometimes dangerously close to prying fingers. Some more persistent sea fables claim the Irvin is haunted by the spirits of all those men who graced her deck, and on numerous occasions both staff and visitors have described encounters with apparitions in old sailor's garb, sometimes wandering about seemingly lost or confused, and at others attending tasks from lives since extinguished. And a handful of terrifying stories tell of run-ins with intimidating shadowy figures that stalk the living. Many have reported the sensations of being watched, followed, touched, or of being tapped by someone or something unseen, and of never truly being alone. And a number of informal investigations have yielded high EMF levels, crystal clear EVPs, extreme temperature fluctuations, and instances of alarms sounding without cause. Lastly, in 1964, one William Wuori was burned to death, and 2 others savagely injured in an incident in the boiler room. To date, horrifying accounts from those nearing this area tell of blood-curdling screams, of the smell of burning flesh, and of run-ins with the spirit of Wuori himself, a gruesome burned corpse that's been known to lunge at those nearing before vanishing in the blink of an eye. Thanks for tuning in for this paranormal pit stop. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.